Hello, this tutorial is on bookmarks and extensions for students. In the top left, you're going to see that students have a pre-installed bookmark when they're logged in. I'm logged in as a high school student, and so this experience at the middle school and the elementary school are very similar to this one. If I click on the bookmark, I'm going to show you just a few of the bookmarks that they have access to. The first one is request apps. So if students want to request different apps or extensions that we haven't installed into the Chrome Web Store, they can go here, they can fill out this form, request the app that they would like, submit it to us, we'll take a look at it and determine whether or not that's an app that we can release for their access. The next one is a direct link to the Chrome Web Store. These are the apps and extensions that students can download. Several of these are pre-installed for students, but several other ones are accessible for students to utilize as well. If there's one in here they don't like, have them use that previous form and send us a request to add another one here to the Chrome Web Store form. Just so you know, when I'm in the Chrome Web Store itself, if I click on this button right here, Garfield 16 Chrome Web Store, it will take me and show me all of the ones that are accessible to students. The next bookmark here is a quick link to WeVideo, just to encourage students to create some videos and create some awesome pieces of work. Next one is a 3D print submissions form. I'm going to skip that one for a second, go to the Tinkercad one. Tinkercad is where students might create a 3D print. It's not the only 3D printing software, but it's one of the most accessible and easiest ones for students to use. After they create a 3D print, they can go to this link of 3D print submissions and fill out this form, add their file down here, and we can print their 3D print. The next option is a GoPro camera checkout. And so if students at the high school want to check out certain cameras from Mr. Porter, they just fill out this form. Mr. Porter will get an email and he will help you check out that camera. And the last one here is a quick link to Empower. Empower is a learning management system that we're going to start using here in the future. And it's just a quick link at the bottom of the bookmarks for students. In addition to the pre-installed bookmarks, we have some pre-installed extensions as well. I want to go over these, let you kind of know how they work. The first one here is called Save to Keep. There's another tutorial that talks about Google Keep and teaches you all about it, but essentially this Save to Keep allows you to save pictures or text from any website to Google Keep. So let's go do it really quick. Let's go to Google, and I'm just going to do a quick Google search for cats and hats. And let's say that I found an image that I really like. If I right click on that image, I can get the option to save it to Google Keep Chrome extension. I'm going to save the current image to Google Keep. And in the top right, it shows up, and I'm going to take a note and say, this would be a great picture for my research. Click off to the side and it automatically saves it to Google Keep. I'm going to go out one level and I'm going to save some text as well, just to show you that it's not just pictures, it's text as well. So let's say I'm doing some research and I find a quote that I really like. If I highlight the quote, right click on it and save the selection to keep, I again get the option in the top right. It tells me that it's saving it as cats and hats, a Google search. Here is the text that I highlighted. I'm going to give it a quick title and say that this is a good quote for my research. So this might be a way to start gathering resources from all over the web into one location. So I've saved those to Google Keep. Now where do they exist? If I click on the Google Keep icon here, if I right click on the Google Keep icon here, I get the option to go to Keep. It opens up my Google Keep, and here is the good quote for my research. Here it is. And here's the picture that I saved. This would be a great picture for my research. We don't see the picture, but if I click on it there, it takes me back to that image where I saved it from. So that one's called Google Keep. It's a great way to save pictures or text from anywhere on the internet to one location here called Google Keep. The next extension I'll share with you here is called Google Tasks. It's this check mark here. If you click on it once, a drop-down menu appears and you can write yourself a to-do list. So tomorrow I need to do math problems 4 through 16, and I need to read pages 45 to 60 in my social studies book. Okay, if I click off to the side, it will save it automatically to that Google Tasks, such that if I click on that option again, here it is, here's my to-do list, and I can check off ones that I've completed. Go down to Actions and Clear Completed Tasks to clear up my day. I can also go here to create a new list, and so I can have multiple lists going. Maybe I could have one for each of the classes that I'm in, or maybe just 2 different lists, one for schoolwork and one for personal homework. The next extension here is called Google Dictionary. If you click on it once, you get the option to type in a word, press enter, and it'll define it for you. You even get the option here to click on the the text-to-speech option, and you can hear what that word sounds like. Now, let's say I'm doing a Google search though, and I'm on a website and there's a word I come across that I don't know what it means. I can double click on the word, cooperate, and a box automatically appears and tells me what that definition is. All I did again is just double click on a word and it shows up and tells me what that word is defined as. And so that's Google Dictionary. The next tool I'll show you here is Google Translate. If you click on it once, if you're an English language learner and you want to learn how to speak English a little better and you want to say a certain word like gato, and you press enter, it'll translate it from Spanish for you to English. Again, if you just click on that once and you want to learn how to say a specific word in English, you can type it in at like Rio and figure out, well, I guess that didn't work as well. We can switch over to here to Spanish. And from Rio, we go to river. We could choose any language that we would like as well there. Now, if we need to change a whole web page, if I double click on a word on a web page, again, I get that option of Google Dictionary, but I also get this option of Google Translate. And so if I click on the Google Translate button here, it'll translate it from Spanish to English. And I can even listen to what it sounds like in each of the languages. Now, if I need to change this whole web page, at the very top here, at the end of the URL, at the address bar, I can translate this page with Google Translate, click on Translate, and it does a pretty good job of translating from other languages to English. So that one's called Google Translate. The tool here is called Google Read and Write. It allows students to use a text-to-speech feature in case if they had trouble reading something on a website. So if I select a certain part of text here, and I go up here to the Google Read and Write button and click on it once, my Google Read and Write will open up, and I get the option to press play here, or I can use this one over here called Hover Speech. I like Hover Speech a lot because wherever I put my cursor, it starts reading.
The EPA registered more than 300 products to combat bed bugs. Most are suitable for consumption, but some are registered only for the use of specially trained professionals.
Part.
There are also 2 classes of additional chemicals registered for very limited use patterns.
Text there, press the play button.
Chemical class kills bed bugs using a different mode of action.
To be read to me for
the use of pesticides.
The extension here is called Google Docs Quick Create. It just allows you to quickly create a Google document without going to your drive. Click on the button once and you get the options to create a new document, a spreadsheet, a presentation, a drawing, or a form. And so just maybe saves you about 5 to 10 seconds there, but over time, hopefully that 5 to 10 seconds adds up and saves you a whole lot of time. The next extension here is called Screencastify. Screencastify allows you to take video up to 10 minutes. Click on the icon once, and a drop-down menu will appear. You can record your desktop or a browser tab, so if you're trying to show something on your screen, like I am right now. Otherwise, you can record your webcam. You can also record your screen and embed a webcam at the same time. Click that record button to get started there. A great feature of Screencastify is that it's connected to your Google Drive account so that when you save your videos, it automatically saves into your Google Drive so you can share it from there. This couple of extensions allow for quick linking. This one is the goo.gl URL shortener. It is actually going away, but you can use it right now, I guess. If you click on it once, it shortens the URL to something like goo.gl/lowercase c, uppercase j, lowercase t, d, lowercase t, uppercase q, uppercase c. Instead of having to type in this long URL up here, students would just have to type in the short URL provided there. Just like that, press enter, and it'll direct them to that website. So just a quick way to perhaps share a website. The QR code reader extension allows you to create a QR code for a web page. So if you want to put this on a piece of paper in the hallway so that people could scan it with their phone or their Chromebooks. Also, you can scan a QR code with this extension. Click on that button, go down here to scan a QR code, and it'll pull up your camera to scan a QR code. Finally, you'll see a couple other extensions that are just sitting in the background. This one's for G-Scholar so that we can utilize the G-Scholar service. And this one is securely our web filtering service, and that one just sits in the background as well. So those ones aren't really utilized otherwise. Remember, you can go to the Chrome Web Store and try to find other extensions to download or apps to find. If you find one that you like, again, have students use the Request Apps link here to request an app they would like to see in the for Garfield 16 Chrome Web Store so that they could download it. Take care. Bye.